Okay, so let's take a look. 4z plus 5 minus z. All right, the 4z and the negative z need to come together. 4z take away z means 3z plus 5. 5 has nothing else. 15. Any like terms here? The m squared's all by itself with the 6. That's got to stay out. But 12 and minus 11. So my answer is 6m squared, right? And then 12 minus 11 is plus 1. 1 left over, 12 minus 11. All right, this one, I got A's and B's, so I'm going to circle my A's. 5A and a negative 3A. And if you want, I'll box off the B's. 3B and a positive 2B. 5A minus 3B is 2A. And then the B's, 3B plus 2B is plus 5B. So we are simplifying algebraic expressions. All right, it's the P's. The P's are going to get my circles. Here's a 7P. Oh, and a negative 8P. The R's can get boxed. 3R, positive 3R, and a positive 12R. All right, let's do the P's. So 7P and negative 8P really makes negative 1P is left. And the R terms are 3 and 12 is plus 15R. We good? X's. We've got 11x. We've got negative, notice I keep the sign with it, negative 15x. We've got negative 3y. We got negative 7y. 11x and a negative 15x. Put them together, subtract them, you get negative 4x. The y's, negative 3y and negative 7y, comes together, makes negative 10y. Getting the hang of this? Okay, so we got j's and k's over here, and whole number. So 11j, keep looking. Oh, a negative 7j. Okay, let's do the j's first. 11j minus 7j. So 11j minus 7j. See, I'm going to put them in order. And then I'm going to do negative 3k, and a positive 3k. And the last thing was minus 7. So see how kind of in groups? So do this part first, then do the second part, and then the third. 11 minus 7 is 4, right? 4j. So that part's done. Uh-oh. A negative 3k and a positive 3k. Well, they basically subtract each other out. So you get minus, or like plus 0k, they're gone. So that's gone. Plus 0k, which you, okay, don't need it. But the last thing you need is minus 7. So the answer here is really 4j minus 7. Done. Okay? Expand. This is using the distributive property. Distribute means give to all. Distribute. Negative 3 is distributed to each. And when you do that, you multiply, you get negative 3x. And then this negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Let's do this one. The 5 is distributed to each one of those. Okay? So I get 5n plus 10. 5 times 2 is 10. But then minus 3. Well, guess what? These guys can get put together. So my final answer here is 5n plus 10 minus 3 is 7. Okay, this is 6 times y minus 3. So it's 6y minus 18, then minus 2y. So the y's got to come together. 6y and negative 2y makes 4y minus 18. Okay? Let's look at this one. This is a 7 here. This is a 3. Okay, so 2 distributes here. It makes 2m plus 14. 2 multiplies each one of those. Plus 3m minus 3. So the 2m and the 3m come together, make 5m. The 14 and the negative 3. 14 take away 3 is positive 11. We good? Can m squared and m be simplified further? Why or why not? No. Okay, m squared and m are not the same terms. Can't be added. Can't be combined. Now I say combined because you're either adding or subtracting depending on the signs, right? A plumber uses the expression 75 plus 50h to determine how many dollars to charge for a job that lasts 8 hours. So in other words, he's charging $75 to show up and $50 per hour to work. If the plumbing job lasted 5 hours, how much would the plumber charge? So I'm going to go 75 plus 50 times the 5 hours. Well, 50 for 5 hours each, $50 for each 5 of the 5 hours, excuse me, is going to be 75 plus $250. A lot of money the plumber's getting. 75 plus 250, add these two together, and what do we get? $325? $325. Make sense? Kerrigan buys 4 pounds of asparagus and 2.5 pounds of beets. The total cost in dollars can be found by using this. 2 times A plus 3 times B. So it must be $2 per asparagus and $3 for beets. A represents the number of pounds of asparagus and purchase, and B represents the number of pounds of beets. How much did Kerrigan spend in all? So 2 times, how many asparagus did she buy? 4 pounds. Plus 250, so it must be 250 per pound, 250 times 3. This would be 8 plus, what's 250 times 3? I'm going to use my calculator. 250 times 3 is 750. Okay, and now I'm going to add it up. 8 plus 750 is what? $15.50. Okay? And you just basically multiply it and add. I multiply and add it to get total. Total cost. Okay? And that's the end of lesson 5.